Welcome to Agrawal classes. I am Ajit Agrawal and we are studying thermodynamics. Today in the 10th class, we will discuss about the second law of thermodynamics. There are two statements of the second law of thermodynamics. One is given by the Kelvin Planck known as the Kelvin Planck statement and second is the Clausius statement. The Kelvin Planck statement says it is impossible to construct an engine which, while operating in a cycle, produces no other effect except to extract heat from a single reservoir and to do equal amount of work. So the Kelvin Planck statement says it is impossible to construct an engine which will take the heat from a single reservoir and it will convert the entire heat taken into a work during the cycle without rejecting any heat. So this type of engine is impossible to construct. The second statement is the Clausius statement. It says that it is impossible to construct a device which, while operating in a cycle, produces no effect other than the transfer of heat from a cooler to a hotter body. It says that it is impossible to construct a device which takes the heat from a lower temperature and delivers it to a higher temperature without any other form of interaction of the energy. So this is not possible. This is impossible to construct. That is, Q2 is taken and it is transferred to a higher temperature reservoir the same amount without consuming any work. That is the Clausius statement. Then we'll discuss about the perpetual motion machine of the second kind. It says that an ideal engine which, while operating in a cycle, extracts heat from a single reservoir and performs equal amount of work is called as perpetual motion machine of the second kind. So the perpetual motion machine of the second kind is the engine which is taking the heat from a single reservoir and converting the entire heat into a work is known as perpetual motion machine of second kind. But this type of machine is impossible to construct. At first sight, it looks that the Kelvin Planck statement and Clausius statements are different, but they are actually parallel to each other. The Clausius statement says that it is impossible to construct a device which is taking the heat from a lower temperature reservoir and transferring it to the higher temperature reservoir without consuming any other form of energy. And the Kelvin Planck statement says that it is impossible to construct a device which is taking the heat from a higher temperature reservoir and converting entirely that heat into a work. So let us now first consider, as per the Kelvin Planck statement, we will construct a machine which is possible, that a heat engine is taking the heat from a higher temperature reservoir, Q1 amount of heat, and rejecting Q2 amount of heat to a lower temperature reservoir, and the difference of these two is converted into work. And as we said, the Clausius statement, let us have a device which is taking the heat Q2 from a lower temperature reservoir and transferring it to a higher temperature reservoir without consuming any other form of energy. So these two are there. If we'll make them together, these two units, as one system, then in overall we can say that this combined system is taking the heat Q1 minus Q2, as Q1 is entering in the heat engine and Q2 is going out from the heat pump. So Q1 minus Q2 is the heat entering into the system and nothing is going out in the lower temperature reservoir. The entire heat Q1 minus Q2 is converted into work. So this is against the Kelvin Planck statement. So let us consider the other way. Here we are considering, as per the Clausius statement, it says that it is not possible to make a device which is taking the heat from lower temperature reservoir and supplying it to a higher temperature reservoir without consuming any other form of energy. So here we are making a device which is consuming some energy, some other form of energy. Say here W is equals to Q1, that amount of energy is consuming, and then it is transferring the heat from lower temperature reservoir Q2 to a higher temperature reservoir as Q1 plus Q2. To get this Q1, let us consider from the Kelvin-Planck statement, as it says it is impossible to construct an engine which is taking the heat from a higher temperature reservoir and converting entirely into the work, that is perpetual motion machine of second kind. So if it is possible, that is against the Kelvin-Planck statement, now we are saying that it is possible. So this heat engine is taking heat Q1 from the higher temperature and converting entirely into work and rejecting no amount of energy to the lower temperature reservoir. Again, if we'll combine these two systems together, then we can see that from the lower temperature reservoir, this combined system is taking Q2 amount of heat from the lower temperature reservoir and supplying to a higher temperature reservoir a Q2 amount of heat. As Q1 is taken in and here Q1 is going back, so that is cancelled. So Q2 amount of heat from lower temperature is transferred to Q2 amount of heat to a higher temperature by this combined unit, which is against the Clausius statement. So we can say if the Kelvin-Planck statement is invalid at that particular time, the Clausius statement is also invalid, or the other way, when the Kelvin-Planck statement is valid, at the same time the Clausius statement is valid. That means both the statements are parallel with the second law of thermodynamics.